Good morning, Aldersley, and welcome to the assembly this morning delivered by Mrs Vernon. Topic is who cares? I don't know if anybody's seen in the press at the moment, it is National Carers Week, so that's going to be the focus of my assembly. So, challenges set yesterday by Mrs Davis. I wonder how many of you managed to get on and do any of those. Don't forget to post them all online at Aldersley High School so we can have a look at them. Some nice challenging, creative ones there to get your teeth into. So let's think about what you do after lessons finish every day. Did anybody do any of these activities? Or do you do other things, cooking, going for walks, playing with your siblings? Those are the sorts of things that most people are able to do after school, but for some children there are other things that have to happen, particularly if they are a carer. It might be that they have to do the washing, the ironing, give family members medicine, look after siblings. Those are things we're going to think about during assembly. Some statistics there, and they're really some quite big numbers. So the census that was carried out last year had 166,000 young carers in England. Recent research has suggested that the figure may be more than that, up to 700,000. And if you think about that, that means in a sort of a classroom of our normal sort of 25 to 30 people in a class, that's normally about 5 in your class that are young carers. The reason the figure is so different is that a lot of times children don't tell anybody that they're young carers. They don't have somebody that checks up on them. School may not know, other areas of the family may not know, government and social services may not know. Sometimes it is because they just keep it hidden and they don't want to speak out in case they get their parents, if they're caring for them, what they think would be into trouble because they perhaps don't want them taken into a home or to a care facility. And with that brings lots of issues, doesn't it? So if you are finishing your lessons and then you have to be a carer, it's taking away from those activities that we were mentioned on the first slide, and you could be suffering from sort of different health or mental conditions as a result of doing that caring. At the moment it is Carers Week, so 8th to the 12th, they often have different weeks, don't they, assigned to different things. From the 8th to the 12th is actually Carers Week, and I've put that website on there if anybody's interested in having a look. And I'm going to set one of the challenges actually to go on there and raise your voice and let people know what the issue is and how we think it's important that other people should really be taking on board this caring and recognising it, because it is a really crucial. If we think about the moment in terms of the pandemic that we're suffering from, it means that a lot of people can't get out, so they may not be able to access health providers, they may not access extra support. And what the government is saying, that at the moment there's an extra 4.5 million people that are caring for somebody in their household. So it may be before the pandemic that you were caring for somebody at home on a sort of temporary basis, but now places in hospital are reduced, aren't they? You may not be able to access different social care in terms of sort of respite, or you may not be able to go to appointments, and so many more people are having to care for people within their neighbourhood or their family or their home. And obviously that puts on extra levels of stress, doesn't it? So you've got to care for yourself, and then you're also worried about helping and supporting that person and the stress that it could lead, and you will have to take extra precautions again so that you don't then pass on any germs to those vulnerable people. And this Carers Week is sort of shouting about it, saying there are carers around. Is enough being done for them? Is there enough support? And the public wants a better deal for the people that are caring for their. I'd like you to have a watch of that video. It isn't very long, 2-3 minutes. It's looking at the life of a young carer under lockdown. And this is a 12-year-old boy who cares for his mum, and he's also got a 15-year-old sister as well, and they help to look after the mum and the siblings while their stepdad is at work, and the dad is working long hours. And it's really considering the impact that it's having on him. You know, more people are staying home, so perhaps he can't access the support. He may then not have people that he can talk to about how he's feeling. So just watch the video and consider the impact it has on him. Consider the impact in terms of social, in terms of, you know, that support, talking to people, and also the impact on his sort of mental health as well. When we talk about caring, it isn't a bad thing. You know, caring from them can also really sort of give you some positives. So it's that sense of achievement, is it? That awareness of how you're helping and supporting. It's about, you know, doing a good job. It's about being proud of the support that you can give somebody to help them stay in their home. So please don't think that if you're a young carer, it's a negative thing. It isn't at all. What this presentation is about really is recognizing that carers play such a vital role, and that saying to you, you're not alone, there's lots of people out there caring, and there is support out there. There's another short video again that I've put in there that's really, really interesting. It's called Out of the Woods, and what it is the views of a young girl, and it actually talks about how she was a carer and she was scared. She didn't want to tell anybody because she thought, you know, it would have an impact on her, the family member she was caring for. And what it said was, and the picture there is like these bolts of sort of gold lightning that she then captured because she asked for help. People supported her, people gave her advice, gave her information, gave her grants, gave her somebody to talk to, and she used those moments of light to get her out of the woods because she couldn't see an end to her sort of being a carer, and she didn't know where to turn. And it's really quite a powerful sort of clip that shows that speaking out will get you the recognition, will get you noticed, and will get people who will support you and offer you, you know, perhaps somebody to talk to or a group that you can go to virtually. And that's the next thing as well, that you're not alone. There are, as we've seen in the figures, you know, 4.5 million people caring. There are lots of people that are caring for other people, and there is support there. When we're not on lockdown, there are groups that meet together. They also organise sort of activities for young carers. So, you know, you may be caring a lot of your time for a relative, and they offer away days. They offer some other people that you can talk to share your experiences. And if you're watching this and you are a carer, or you know your family is a carer, so it might be your parents, your guardians that are caring for an older relative, and they may be feeling upset, you know, anxious, down. If you share this with them and get them to look at the online careers, at online carers website, get them to look at support, it might help to get them out of you know, that forest of sort of uncertainty that they're in. On there is details of the Young Carers Service in Wolverhampton. So if you click on that, and that's just a screenshot of what they do. So they have a monthly group sessions for young people who can come together and just share ideas, share their thoughts, and actually, you know, be children for a little bit of time. So if you click on that, it will give you some ideas of available, and that's what it looks like. Okay, so when you click on it, it will lead you to that page, and you can say you're a carer, or it might be for parents who are being cared for, and they can look at what support. That's a really interesting quote that says, "The greatness of a nation can be judged by how it treats its weakest member." And I think it's really important that caring is recognised, because we are all caring for other people, and we're doing a great service to those people. And what we are doing is making sure that those people that are vulnerable, that are weakest, are getting the support that they need. So it is a valuable job that people are doing, and it needs to just be recognised, and it needs to be recognised, and support needs. So I've set 3 challenges. Go on the website. What the website is about is raising awareness, and what they want you to do is to add your voice to our call for Make Caring Visible. So you click on the link, the www.carersweek, and you can just add your name to it. And it's about raising awareness. It will only take you a couple of minutes, and it's about saying to people, Caring needs to be visible. I'm supporting caring. How can I get it out there? Second one is speak to family and friends, find out if any of them are carers. If they are, you might use this to show them what support there's available. You might look at the videos together. You might think about who you can turn to. And then on the Careers Week website, there's also a poster that you can download. And again, like we've been doing with the NHS, you could stick it in your window to show support and to show that you're a carer or that you know somebody who's a carer. And then you can actually show them that caring is important. So the aim of the PowerPoint really is to sort of get it out there. Carers are important, carers are doing a valuable job, get that recognition going, and also where you can turn to if you need any help or support. Joyful June we are in. Weather isn't particularly joyful at the moment, I know, but hopefully it will come back. June the 12th says, make a plan with friends to do something fun together. Now, we are allowed to meet with some other people, social distancing, up to 6 friends. So it could be that you go to the park and you sit out and you take a picnic and you all sit around and chat. It could be that you go to somebody who's got a garden and make sure that you're social distance to do something to be together with somebody, because I think that's really important. As always, you've got the next couple of slides that tell you how to keep and different numbers that you can call if you need any support. And if the PowerPoint has raised any concerns or any issues, or if you are a young carer or you're worried or anxious or you need some more advice, please speak to myself, Miss Papari, Miss Huntington, Miss Evans, your pastoral managers, and they can offer you any support that might need to. But that's all from me today. Have a great Friday and enjoy the weekend. Take care.